right, Leo, let's get into a reading. So we're going to do a why the silence. Why is this person silent? Whoever I'm bringing in could be a slurper or like a loud sipper. This could also be a relationship that makes one of you or both of you feel like your head's spinning. So it could be a lot to deal with. That's going to be for some of you. All right, let's get into it. If you guys need anything, check out that comment section. I did release my Oracle decks, so if you want to check them out, they are on Etsy, again, in the comment section. Patreon and channel members get to see these first, as always. Thank you to everyone who has liked, commented, subscribed, and shared. Okay. Let's see. What's coming in for you, Leo? I just got a headache all of a sudden. Interesting. Some of you could be getting a migraine or a headache here coming up, and then you could have to ask for help. Help at work, help with children, help with animals, something like that. What did I just say? And children popped out. That could be for some of you. Someone here could be struggling with an addiction as well, Leo. That could be a lesson for one person if they are struggling with addiction. I'm going to be honest with you, Leo. If you're dealing with someone who's struggling with an addiction, you could be obsessively thinking about how this person's a true love to you. You guys could have been together since you were children. You could have children together. There's an aspect here where you could be dealing with someone who might not be what's best for you, and there's lessons being learned here. So I'm seeing silence. So you're going to either be in the middle of like a separation, maybe in the middle of a divorce. This could just be someone on a binge, on a bender, especially if they are an addict. Unfortunately, if you know what I mean, I'm so sorry that you know what I mean. This could be someone where it's kind of like an on again, off again kind of relationship. So what your person is learning is that they have to accept that everything happens for a reason. So some of you, you've got a divine partner that you're dealing with who has a hard time accepting that they're not in control. What's meant to be will be. So they could have had maybe an animal past before they felt that it should have. They could have had an accident in their life where they were the survivor and somebody else wasn't. I feel that it's something where it's guilt. I should have been this for my children. I should have done better at my job. It's like this person can beat themselves up, and the only way to drown that out is for them to be an addict, whether it's gambling, sex, drugs, alcohol, whatever that looks like. Now, I'm saying that you could be holding on to this person because in your mind, this is your true love. And in your mind, I'm not giving up on someone that I love. You could, again, have children with one another. You could have known each other since you were children. There's something here that's mutually important, which, again, is the reason why you don't want to give up. And they're not saying give up. But, again, they're saying you have a lesson in this. And your lesson is that you might need to set a boundary and accept that everything happens for a reason and you can't control something and you can't change someone. You can't make someone get better. You can't make someone change. You can't make someone get off of a bender or come home. You can't make someone see that they deserve a family or that they deserve what they have. You can't make someone see that they shouldn't have guilt or that they shouldn't carry a weight on their shoulders that they maybe just don't have the tools to deal with. But you have to learn that your lesson is that everything does happen for a reason. And I know that you're in a moment or a season where it's uncomfortable, it's not easy, and you both are kind of obsessively thinking about how we can fix it, but it's getting worse. But that's the thing. You don't have control. You literally don't. You can control you and what you put your energy, your effort into, and you can pray like hell it works out the way you want it to. And this person can only do the same. And if that means getting over some sort of an addiction or being able to conquer something that they feel like is taking them over, sometimes it isn't as simple as, okay, I'm no longer an addict. Sometimes it's steps. You got to learn the tools. We got to figure out, what is it you're trying to hide? What is it that you're feeling or that you're trying to repress because you don't want to remember it, you don't want to feel it? And if we can sit here for a few minutes and feel uncomfortable, they might walk out and be like, you know, usually I drink as soon as I leave, but I don't want to drink. I feel good. They're asking you to trust. They're asking you to trust that what is happening is meant to happen. and that you don't understand it, but you're not meant to understand it, okay? You're going to get communication from this person about some sense of movement forward taking place in their life. I don't know why, but they keep showing me like addiction. So like someone in a rehab center. This could be someone graduating rehab, progressing in rehab. This person is going to reach out to you via letter, text, communication, social media after a hardship here. And they're going to tell you that they're moving forward, that they're making progress, that things are good. However, it's getting there. Like if this is an addiction, no, I'm getting better every day, but I would be lying if I said that I'm, 4 months in and I don't want to go get a drink. As soon as I walk out those doors and I go to the road, I'm like, oh, where's the bar? That could be this person's energy. It's like, no, I'm getting there, but I'm getting there slowly. And I'm still feel, really foggy, and I still feel really confused, and I still feel really unsure. So what's happening here is there's distance or silence for clarity to be found. And this person's going to reach out to you and tell you what's happening. And they're going to tell you that they've been making movements very slowly in the direction that I think you've been wanting them to go in, the direction that they've been wanting to go in. But it might not be as fast as you want them to. It might not be as fast as you demand it to be. Now, if this isn't an addiction, this person could be obsessively thinking about how them being with you could affect someone or something in their life more than they would want it to. So for some of you, the reason this person is silent and not giving to you is because they feel like it's either going to significantly affect a child, or that there is something that happened in their childhood and they don't want that to happen in their adulthood. So, like the people who are part of divorced parents and they're like, yeah, well, my mom got remarried, my dad got remarried. Well, if you've had a horrible stepmom or a stepdaddy, you're less likely to want to bring a stepmom or stepdad into the house because those step parents like to act different in front of the parents than they do behind the parents' back. Now, if you have a true bonus parent, they're every bit of the word bonus. They're a blessing. However, a true step parent is usually just that. It's a step in the direction you don't want to go. And they're usually hell on wheels. They're usually a pain in the butt. They usually demand respect when they don't even deserve respect. That's what I'm getting here. So for some of you, if there's a child involved, this person could be addicted to protecting a child because they love that baby. And they should. However, they are kind of overprotecting by keeping a firm boundary with you and going, no, you're not allowed to come in. No, stay away. Stay away from my kids. Stay away from me. Stay away from all of us. And they could be wanting to open up dialogue and talk about maybe moving this forward slowly, but they're really confused. They know that there's a lot of options. So again, for some of you, this could be someone who's kind of overly protective, obsessively thinking about how they're trying to protect something or how they're not trying to become their mom or their dad. But they could be thinking about it so much that they're doing the complete opposite, but it's going to be just as bad. The people who are like, I don't want to be like my mom or my daddy. I don't want to be married 5 times, or I don't want to be married for 65 years. But sometimes we can kind of overcorrect and then never get in a relationship. And then you're 65 and you've never been in love or even got to explore what sharing a life with someone would be, whether it's good or bad. Sometimes it's both. That's what I'm getting here. I think this person's recognizing that maybe something that they've wanted or something that they deemed necessary is not absolutely necessary. It's an obsessive pattern or obsessive thought that has made them have firm boundaries and has made them want to control something when it shouldn't be controlled. So why are they silent? Again, trying to move on in life, trying to get to a peaceful place in life, but not wanting you guys to be separate forever. So again, this is someone who could be trying to live 2 different lives. Yeah, well, I'm recently divorced. I don't want you to meet the children. They could try to keep things separate. They're obsessively thinking about how they want to protect their children and they love their children, but they could be kind of addicted to protecting them so much so that they're not even allowing the blessing of what you would be in their life. Because in this person's mind, well, I'm protecting them. Protecting them from what? Love? Protecting them from having another person to be there for them, to take care of them and buy them gifts and show up for them. I mean, hell yeah, it can turn out really bad. But as soon as it turns out bad, nip it in the bud and go, oh, sorry, that was bad, so sorry. But we cut it off before it even brought any damage. But it's like this person's doing the complete opposite. So what's going to happen is this person's going to come in and they're going to have a conversation with you. They're going to speak a message of truth about how maybe they have been not really wanting to let go, but not wanting to go into this deeply. And because of that, it could have resulted in a harsh ending. Again, I don't know why I keep wanting to use children as an example. So some of you could definitely be dealing with someone who's wanting to protect their kids or their child, maybe their money, their finances, their home, their family. It's like, this is the person who does, everyone has gotten married, divorced, they brought new people in, they've blended families. This person does not do that. This person is like, nope, I ain't bringing nobody home, nobody's leaving, we ain't blending nothing. Because there's something here about obsessive thoughts, about what success and victory looks like. And I think that's going to change here coming up. They're going to have a message of truth that is actually affecting their life and their relationships more than they think, but not in a good way. Again, this is someone who's got their heart chakra blocked or closed. So then they're showing up in a way where their heart chakra is blocked or closed. But instead of, they're protecting themselves from love. I ain't ever met someone that loved me and me be like, I don't want you to love me. I love when people love me. Bring me drinks, spoil me, love me, think about me, care about me, thank you. Like, most people want that. But this person is like, no, don't do that. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to my kids. Instead of you being the man or the woman who's like, sure, I'll come to the house, I'll bring cookies. Oh, the kids are there? Okay, well, are you okay with me getting a toy? Like, I want to make a good first impression. This person is like, no. It's really kind of weird. And again, in their mind, their children could be their true love, which is the reason why they're protecting them. But in reality, they need to heal. Because if they heal, they'll see that they're doing more damage than good. It's really good for children to see their parents being loved. And sometimes it's good for them to see them go through hell because they're like, ooh, well, I don't want to deal with that. And that has shown me that sometimes people act one way in front of some people and act a different way behind others. Not every circumstance in life is going to be sunshine and rainbows. However, you can't protect your children from everything. So I think this person needed to heal so they could recognize that what they're protecting not only themselves from, but their kids, their family, everything is love, is genuine happiness and care. And your intuition could tell you that this person is scared of being empty-handed. This person could regret allowing you to show up for them and them acting like it isn't enough. So again, this could be someone you've been patient with. Okay, you don't want me to meet the kids, your family, that's fine. Your patience could have wore out. This could be someone where you're like, no, listen, I get it. I understand it. Everything comes first, I get it. But at what point are you even going to put me on the roster? Like you're telling me, oh, everybody comes first, my schedule's full, but you don't even want to put me on the schedule. So I'm just going to kind of dip out. That could have been your energy here as well. Now, the more that this person heals, the more that they're going to see why they were so internally conflicted. It was because they were scared of being empty-handed. They were scared of bringing someone into their kid's life and being like, oh, he or she, we weren't compatible, they had to leave. Instead of going, okay, let me see if we're compatible before I bring them in. I'm going to be blunt. It was an excuse. It was an excuse. So now they're juggling because now they're at a place where they're feeling really confident, independent, abundant. And now they're like, I wonder if, they do kind of want to come back. They do kind of want to see what you're up to. So this is someone who's silent because they have got other things as priority. They do want to reach out to you, but they feel like that you could have a boundary, and they feel like you're going to be really defensive. I started laughing because I heard, how are you? I'm successful. How are you? Like, that's what the energy I'm getting. They feel like you're going to kind of deflect and be like, why are you calling me? What's up? They feel like you're going to be very, again, direct, blunt. They feel like they could have disappointed you in the past because you really wanted to grow something and give. Again, this is a man or a woman who's like wanted to show you that you're worthy, that you're lovable, that they care about you, but you fought it. I'm just going to be honest with you. This is someone who fought it. And the reason they fought it is because I don't want you to get to know my family. I don't want you to know my children. I don't want my dog to know you. They didn't want to get too close. They were very obsessive and addicted to what they thought life looked like for the next few years. And now they're recognizing that what they were rejecting was someone that they were very attracted to, someone that they now look back and go, I didn't want you to be there for my dog. You could have helped take care of my dog. You could have helped him go to the vet. I didn't want you to be there for my kid. But there's nothing wrong with kids having someone else to love them. You ain't gonna meet a kid that's like, yeah, I got 20 people that love me. God, I wish I had one less. Babies love being loved. They love getting gifts. They love being loved. They love having people out there showing up for them at their games and their programs. I think what happened here is this person recognized that they rejected something good. And now they kind of want to know if they can have it back. Some of you are going to be a little unsure if you want it. Because at one point you tried to give to this person. So much so that it started to burden you. And it even made you see what is maybe right for you, what commitment material looks like for you, what values you have. Should you take this person back? Okay, hold on. Are they going to reach out? I'm struggling all of a sudden. Are they going to reach out? This is going to be someone who's going to try to protect their own security at all costs. I don't see them reaching out. I see endings taking place in their life. I see them saying that they could have once had something deep with you. If they do reach out, they're not going to reach out until their way of thinking completely crumbles and leaves them in a place of loneliness. So it's like, I hate to say it, but it's kind of like this person took for granted a good thing, and I think they're going to see it, but I also think that they don't want to take full accountability that their obsessive thoughts and their addictive personality and behavior made them fuck over a good person. And because of that, they lost you. Now, they do look back and see you as someone who was very disappointed because you wanted to give, but you also wanted to receive, and that didn't happen. They feel like you see them as someone who's maybe a backstab and betrayer. So in order to kind of get this to a place where you would even give to me, it would be a lot of work is kind of what they're feeling. I am saying that if they do reach out, it's going to be very casual and very small. Hey, how have you been? I ain't talked to you in a while. Wanted to see what's up. Got time to chat? It's going to be something small. They're going to keep their emotions to very close to the chest. They're also going to tell you that there's been some sort of success and victory in their home life, or that they possibly recognize something. But there's also some things that they're going to keep hidden. One of them is going to be an ending that took place in their life, okay? This could be a job. This could be something that they thought was going to be stable. Yeah. But they might not see that now. And I'm also seeing that when they come in, they might not be saying that you're either going to have one or two suitors in your energy. So when this person finally breaks the silence, they're going to come in and just kind of casually start up a chat. They're not going to tell you everything that's been happening in their life or why they're actually trying to open this dialogue. They've had something crumble in their life. Some of you, they've lost a job, they've lost a home, they've lost something. You know how some people will be very ego-driven or ego-fed by their money, their career, their finances. You know, they got that big truck, that nice car, and they think they hot shit. Sometimes the universe will take that stuff from you, especially if it gives you too much value, for you to recognize that materialistic things are not valuable. That's what I'm getting is happening here. This person's getting something taken from them, but when they come in, they're not going to tell you. Now, when they come in, you're going to either be dating one person, and that person is someone that's going to be emotionally invested in you, in love with you, and planning long term. Now, they might have not said it out loud, but in their mind, as soon as they've seen you, I'm marrying that person. That's what they thought. Now, when this person comes in where there's been silence, they're going to come in and want to have an open dialogue conversation. But I think this is going to end up crumbling all the way around, because I'm seeing that you don't see a way for new emotional experiences to be achieved. You don't see how love can be fulfilled here. In your mind, how is this a new beginning? You thought that I was the enemy. You thought bringing me into your life, your home, your family, around your children was the worst thing that could happen. I took the hint. Maybe it is the worst thing that could happen. Heaven forbid me want to be there for y'all. That's kind of the energy here. So I think you're going to be a little less likely to give to this person. And I think they're either going to find out when it's too late, or they're not going to know at all that you're actually already investing in someone else. Someone who thinks so highly of you. They're so attracted to you. They're loyal to you. This person, just by the way that they look at you, people can tell they're obsessed with you. Like their face just softens. Their eyes glisten when they look at you. So when this person comes in, I think you're not going to take them back, because a new person is going to bring everything, have everything, be everything they couldn't be. Damn, this really sucks. Okay, I'm going to leave this here. Have a blessed day.